Hello and welcome to our webinar about how you can use this time to prepare and prosper in the longevity economy. My name is Rhonda Luttrell and I'm the founder and CEO of Age Friendly Business. I want to first acknowledge you for taking the time to hear more. This indicates that you are in the top percentile of your industry and poised to take your business to the next level of excellence. We're going to be talking about boomers and seniors. We know that they represent almost half of our population, hold between 77 and 80% of all the assets, and are responsible for more than 50% of all discretionary spending. I'm sure you're aware of the power of the boomer and senior market, but knowing this fact is not enough. The age 50 plus are demanding professionals and businesses who serve them to understand their unique needs and are able to give them a respectful and age-relevant service. So let's see what you can expect from this presentation. We're going to talk about how to move from information to transformation and through the power of execution, transition from success to significance. How to take your ideal clients and turn them into loyal raving fans, and with a system that leaves nothing to chance. That's our commitment to you. Let's start by defining boomers and seniors. They're cohorts, not generations. Boomers were born between 1946 and 1964. I'm a boomer myself, and it doesn't matter how old a boomer gets. I'll be 110, and I'm going to still be a boomer, because it's all about our shared experience. It's not about our age. Seniors, in today's seniors, there are two groups. The children of the Great Depression, those born between 1931 and 1940. And this is really interesting. They experienced the Great Depression through the eyes of a child. And then there's those who fought in World War II. They took commitment to a cause and a principle to a level that most of us have never, and hopefully never, will experience the same way. You may be thinking that you also serve other cohorts. Well, our company is all about elevating the quality of the client and customer experience, whether you're 8, 18, or 80, because everyone wants to feel heard, understood, and appreciated. And furthermore, if you're working with a client from a younger age group, they'll appreciate knowing from you how to better engage with and communicate with their boomer and senior friends and family members. When you're this large and this powerful a market, I'm going to suggest that you are not a niche market. You, in fact, are the market. Did you know that as of 2015 in Canada, we have more people over the age of 65 than under the age of 15? And an Ipsos-Reid poll showed that while 80% of boomers identified themselves as having big spending power, 40% felt ignored. To quote Moses Namer, the executive director of the Canadian Association of Retired Persons, he said in a press release, and I quote, "Our ranks are swelling as fast as our feet. We like to party with naps. We have all the money. An ad man's dream, you'd think. Less than 5% target us. That's not just negligence, that's insulting. You don't want to talk to us? We don't want your products." Well, that was pretty clear. But the businesses and the professionals that see the opportunity and specialize in this market are positioned for a significant competitive advantage that's solid and can sustain this established position from generation to generation. There's a common lament from the age 50 plus about their client and customer experience. Many complain that, well, you know about your products and services, you don't know about me. And in this climate, the public expects you to remain up to date with expert information within your industry. This has become the basic price of admission just to even get on the playing field. And I know this is important. I used to teach these types of courses, and because of that, I know that industry, technical, and product knowledge is an important part, but it's only one part of the equation. So to play, you need to know your stuff. But to excel, you need to also know about them. We know that the first rule in marketing and communication is to understand your client. And we also know that your client is aging. And so it just follows that you want to excel in a maturing marketplace, you better understand the age-related challenges and how aging impacts your clients, your family, as well as your business. I think John Demartini was one of many who have said that the quality of your life is dictated by the quality of the questions that you ask. Isn't that great? We know that aging presents new challenges, creating new questions which demand new answers from those serving a maturing population. You've probably heard the joke before. The good news is we're living longer. The bad news is we're living longer. As a matter of fact, we have gained an additional 30 years of life expectancy in the past century. It's called the 30-year longevity bonus, and it's never happened before in our history. And what this suggests to us is that this whole aging thing is a fairly new phenomenon, and we're just starting to come to terms with what this means for us as we experience different life stages. And most importantly, this 30-year longevity bonus has stimulated a longevity economy that's now worth more than $15 trillion worldwide. And let me tell you, you want to be a part of that. So let's review some of the more compelling questions. In this presentation, we're going to talk a little bit about cognitive aging, gender differences, boomers and seniors, how we're the same and how we're different. Just what is it that your clients and customers want from you? And then we'll look under the hood and discover what it is that your clients and customers are getting. And then ultimately, we'll discuss how you can position your business for even greater success. We'll start with cognitive aging. If you suspect a client or a customer is experiencing cognitive decline, can you still take transaction instructions from them? What can you do? What can't you do? Who can you speak with and who can't you speak with? And where does our privacy legislation fit in? And what are your legal liabilities, and is your business vulnerable with your actions? Our members have been introduced to the answers to these compelling questions. And you can't talk about serving a maturing population without also recognizing the unique needs of the age 50-plus women, representing more than half of our population. You know, most women expect to spend, 17 years or so, nowadays maybe even 40 years in child rearing. But I'm wondering how many women are also prepared to spend an additional 18 years in caring for parents, spouses, and siblings. Are your clients prepared? Are you prepared? And many of us have heard about the intergenerational transfer of wealth, where trillions of dollars are expected to shift from one generation to the next. But what about the interspousal transfer of wealth? Women are still outliving men by an average of 7 years, so all that money is going to go into the hands of the spouse before it goes on to the next generation. And furthermore, a recent study showed that 70% of widows will fire their husband's financial advisor within 3 years of his death. Whew. Think about your industry. What are the implications for you? Are you safe? That's a lot of money that's at risk for the professional or business who doesn't know how to serve a maturing female client base. Will you be the one that they're moving away from, or will you be the one that they're moving toward? So what do we know about today's seniors? Well, we know by and large they're not risk takers. They're savers. They accomplished much with teamwork. Duty comes before pleasure. They have a high degree of confidence in government, large employers, and traditional authority figures. And if you were to sum up what they want from the businesses and professionals serving them, the answer is stability. They want to know that you will be there for them tomorrow and tomorrow and tomorrow and tomorrow. Can the seniors you serve say that about you? And now let's shift to baby boomers. Remember I said that I'm a boomer myself. We've had massive influence due to the size of our cohort. We've had impact at every stage of our lives and will continue to do so. We're less trusting of authority, employers, and government. I mean, we were the anti-establishment folks. We're intellectually and socially individualistic. We pursue our own dreams. We overwhelm the job markets and took debt to an art form. And we evaluate our achievements in terms of personal fulfillment. And we want those who serve us to partner with us and give us options. When you understand the key concerns as a starting point, you can position your communications to the values of your clients. So for seniors, it's all about independence. They want to know that they can remain safe and healthy so they can remain independent, and this is really important. They want to know they're not going to be a burden on their children. With boomers, on the other hand, it's all about lifestyle. So can you see the disconnect if you present boomer values in your conversations with seniors or vice versa? And we also have a different relationship with money in terms of how we see our role with money. For seniors, they want to be good stewards of their money so that they can preserve the value as much as possible to be able to hand it down to the next generation. With boomers, on the other hand, it's not about stewardship, it's all about ownership. I think it must have been a boomer who created the bumper sticker that said, "I'm spending my child's inheritance." And if you want to know what seniors want most, well, the best thing to do is to just ask them. And this is what we found. Listen to me. Acknowledge my wisdom. Provide reassurance. Counsel me. And help me stay connected. Does that surprise you? You know, I'll bet there's no one listening to this presentation who cannot do what they're asking for. But now, let's look under the hood and see what they're actually getting. Transactions, tactics, numbers, information, and oh, heaven forbid, advice. Can you see the opportunity there? Because here's a question for you. Are we operating as good stewards of our customers' and clients' needs? Because many boomers and seniors will say no. So what does this mean for you? Our communities need businesses and professionals who understand how our needs change as we age, the issues impacting our quality of life, and the solutions that create and preserve the quality of life. And if we don't provide those solutions, they will leave. We know that 15% of people leave because of price. They probably found something a little cheaper. 15% leave because of product. A different product better meets their needs. And I think you know what's coming. A full 70% leave because of a poor relationship. And that's very good news for you, because you may not be able to do much about price or product features, but you have full control over the quality of the relationship. So, can you really afford not to learn more? And what's the cost to you and your business for doing nothing? What's the actual cost of losing just one client to a business better prepared and positioned to serve this market? Remember the study that showed that 70% of widows will fire their husband's financial advisor within 3 years of his death? And what about the reputation costs of getting it wrong and probably not even knowing it? You know, it's suggested that when customers are happy, they tell about 3 people, and when they're not happy, they tell 14. And how would you even know? But better yet, let's flip it over and let's move to the positive opportunity. What is the lifetime value to your business of one new customer? Do you know? It's a very important number to know. And when you know this, you realize the opportunity of getting it right and also the devastating risk of getting it wrong. It really does come down to the math. And we believe our solution is the best return on investment that you can make. When we look at our solution, it's the age-friendly business solution, where we offer quality education, a respected designation and certification, effective marketing tools and customer resources, all with proven results. Now let's start with the education for our professional designation. Our Certified Professional Consultant on Aging designation course is the #1 and original designation training for professionals about aging. We were formerly known as a Certified Senior Advisor designation in Canada, and we subsequently purchased outright the curriculum and rebranded as a Certified Professional Consultant on Aging designation. This course is a robust 24-module course covering the health, social, and financial aspects of aging, as well as the legal considerations you must know when you're serving a maturing client base. From long-term care, chronic illness, housing, estate planning, the new retirement, grief and loss, seniors and money, to ethics, advocacy, and spirituality, this designation course has often been referred to as the psychology of aging for business. Nowhere else under one curriculum will professionals find such a broad array of information about the needs, the values, the fears, the requirements, and the decision-making processes we experience as we journey through the aging curriculum. The course is pre-approved for more than 30 continuing education credits and provides relevant and practical information that you can apply right now. And in addition to our Certified Professional Consultant on Aging designation, we have a new and exciting program that leads to membership in our International Age-Friendly Business Alliance. It's been launched in Canada, the USA, Australia, New Zealand, and Europe. To become a member, you and your team must complete our engaging foundation course. It's online, dynamic, and interactive, and it takes about 90 minutes to complete, with customized recommendations created just for your team. It introduces some of the age-related changes your customers and clients may experience and describes how these changes impact how they access your environment, your products, and engage with your services and your staff. There's nothing like this out there. And this is where we really make a difference with the professionals and the businesses that we serve. Every single member of our organization has access to an exclusive and personalized complete business growth toolbox that's been prepared by top professional marketing and copywriting experts. It provides tools and resources for every stage of the sales process so that you are free to do what you do best, and that is to provide an outstanding client and customer service. We mentioned that we have a proven track record. 83% of our members report an increase in their business in the very first year as a direct result of applying what they learned in our course and building relationships that last. And you see, those are the keys: applying what they learned and building relationships that last. Greg Pearson says, I tripled my business and became one of the top insurance and long-term care advisors in Canada. And Alan Atkins reports that he tripled his income in his established business in the very first year and then added an additional $75 million to his book of business in the next 4 years. And as a matter of fact, he made his business so attractive that a large corporate firm made him an offer he couldn't refuse, and now he's enjoying retirement. But more importantly, he is just so committed to helping everybody else achieve what he achieved that he's come to us and he's offered to help our members learn how he did it, and he can guide you through it yourself, because he's convinced that he's not special or different from you. But if you just take the right tools and apply it in the right way, he's convinced you can enjoy the kind of success that he has. And then there's David Kirka. He took his father's established business over the years, and then he took our training, applied what he learned, and doubled his revenues in the very first year. Wow. Now, we worked with a district with one of our major banks. They increased their age 55-plus customers by 4.3% in the very first year, and more importantly, they increased the purchases per customer by 13% in that very same year, because it really is a winning combination. We really don't know of anywhere else where you will have access to first-rate education about your market and then a complete marketing solution prepared exclusively for your success, because it really is success by design. Our proven formula leaves nothing to chance. We're talking about predictable transformation, and it starts with education. And yet, we all know that education's not enough. If it was, anyone with a library card or internet access would be success. We all know that education needs guided execution. And these actions then transform your business from success to significance. We've taken your why you do what you do. We've added what you need to know, included how to apply it to your business and for your client, and then wrapped it up with a detailed step-by-step plan specifying when to do each action item, all over a full 24-month period. Like I said, we have left nothing to chance. And it's convenient. You start with the training and designation and access our business growth toolbox right from the moment that you register. Our entire curriculum is now online for immediate access. You begin your studies in the convenience of your home or office, or both. You can pay in full, or you can start right now with a convenient installment payment options. Now, we know that during these uncertain and confusing times, more than ever, our communities are looking for leadership. Leadership that's defined by competency, clarity, and compassion. More than ever, your community needs businesses and professionals like you who are prepared to do what is necessary to help to prepare their community citizens for their changing times and to help to lead the way in designing the new normal in customer care and experience. That's why we at Age Friendly Business wanted to do whatever we could to help our communities have access to outstanding businesses and professionals who know what to do, and know how to help, who have the knowledge and integrity to shape our coming times. So why us? Well, since 2003, we've trained thousands of professionals and businesses about how to elevate the quality of the client and customer experience for everyone, especially the age 50 plus. That's what we do, and that's all we do, 24/7. And as we have shown, we have the proven track record to boot. And that's why industries and the media come to us for our expertise and guidance when societies face the most compelling questions. So we decided to give you all that we have. We've bundled together our respected, certified professional consultant on aging, our CPCA designation program, and included our new membership in the International Age-Friendly Business Alliance. Together with our amazing step-by-step strategic program to help you move from education to execution, creating that predictable transformation that leads to even greater success and ultimately significance. So let's start now. Let's work together to design a custom solution designed just for you and your team, because we're here to help. On the screen, you'll see my direct number. Call us at 604-542-9471. That's 604-542-9471, or email info@agefriendlybusiness.com. And let's get started. And together, we can change the way the world sees and serves the age 50 plus. Thank you.